Sanders and Warren.
Just awesome.
Sanders and Warren were like those kids in high school that you wanted to kill because they always had their hands up.
They were actually waving their hands.
Come on, call me, call on me.
It also reminded me of Reavers in the studio. Yes, you over there in the corner.
And it would take one sentence and they'd have their hand up.
Yes, just right away.
It's like doing radio with Royce.
Yes,
It is.
exactly.
Bloomberg later got Sanders. Best-known socialist in the country, happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses. Sanders defended owning multiple houses, noting he has one in Washington where he works and then one where he lives, and he has a summer camp. I just thought I don't know what to think. The only one that to me was tolerable was Amy Klobuchar.
Yeah,
it's the only one that was tolerable.
Wouldn't it be a great visual?
I think Buttigieg, behind that calm exterior, is a mean little bastard.
Yeah, I don't mind him so much.
You know,
he strikes me as an old school politician.
He does.
He's going to grow into an old school politician.
Wouldn't a great visual, though, be seeing the Don watching this with a giant thing of popcorn and just laughing?
Well, Don, in the meantime, wasn't he in Phoenix with a rally?
Was he? Okay.
In which a World War II veteran was
I saw that, yes.
carried by people, carried down the steps
That
to his
was
seat.
cool.
While these rabid Pine Martens are over in Vegas cutting each other up.
That was pretty cool. That scene was really cool.
Did Don talk down to him at all?
I didn't watch any of the Don. I did what I was supposed to do last night. I watched this debate, and it was painful.
Speaking of that, did you watch it with the bride? Did you watch it with the CP?
Separate rooms, separate TVs.
So together, like in Kenny's house, that would be together. We watched it together.
The Olsen family way. That's
Texting
cool.
each other.
That's right. Cool. No, in fact, it was her admonition that said, "Why don't you watch it? You should watch it. That's what you do for a living. You better watch it."
So,
I did watch it.
Does she happen to have a favorite? Who are you fighting in your own home?
Well, it has to be Amy, right?
It's got to be.
I think she's an Amy person.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Fine.
Joe, to answer your question, a 2012 study finds few effects of stop and frisk on robbery and burglary rates in New York between 2003 and 2010. According to fact checkers, the claim that stop and frisk contributed to a decline in the crime rate is unsubstantiated.
All right, I'm glad I didn't say more then. I stopped myself before I said more.
Can you imagine that, being a black person in New York? You see a cop, you may as well just stop and
Right.
raise your arms.
I
guess. You just stop.
Frisk
I guess.
Go.
Jeez. Wow.
It's like the Chris Rock skit in real life.
Right, yep.
How not to get your butt kicked by the police.
Exactly.
That wouldn't matter, though. Stop and frisk.
That's
if you're
true.
black, they're going to stop and frisk.
That's true.
Sanders defended the cost of his signature Medicare for All. There's a couple of things that struck me, and let's get serious for a moment. I'm going to keep repeating this for all you Bernie people who are hoodwinked. He's been in the House from 91 to 07.
Okay.
Didn't accomplish a thing. Been in the Senate from 07 till present.
Yep.
Hasn't accomplished a thing. So the idea of tax that rich people don't pay their fair share comes up, which is nonsense. The only people who pay taxes in this country are rich people.
Right.
They're footing the bill for everything. You people write the tax codes. Now, that was alluded to last night. Somebody said it was Bloomberg.
It was Bloomberg,
Right.
Who said, "You people write them."
This is lawful for us to
So
have the loopholes.
then, Bernie, you've had since 1991 to do something about it.
Yeah.
Why haven't you? There's 405 of you people in the House and Senate, or whatever the number is. The tax codes are your responsibility.
Well, he'd write his platform out of business. Then he wouldn't have a platform.
Now, the other thing that's always that I have never seen analyzed, and it begs to be examined. Bernie likes to throw around these countries like Denmark and Sweden and look at how peaceful they are. And well, first of all, they're not socialist. They're capitalistic countries with heavy government programs. Mm-hmm. All right. It might work in Sweden.
Why?
The kind of vision Bernie has. It might work in Finland. Why?
Yeah.
There's no people there. We're too big for these mass entitlement programs. There's 400 million people in this country.
Right.
Plus, when you get to a country like, now, though, you foreigners are going to think I'm being racist. I don't mean this racist at all. When you get to when you get to Finland or Sweden, what are you talking? A country the size of Montana or Texas, basically full of Swedes and Finns.
Yeah.
We're 350 to 450 million diverse people from all ethnicities and all backgrounds, and you can't apply this blanket free everything to all the people. It doesn't work because there's too many of us. I never see that get analyzed. I was waiting for someone last night to say to Bernie, you keep bringing up how what a fan you are of Denmark or the Netherlands or whatever. They don't have any people compared to this country. We're too big to pull off your grand schemes. And to which he would reply, that's why we could do it. We're so big. We got all that money. No, it's just amazing.
You're wrong, though. You have heard him asked about it.
Socialist.
Democratic, put in there, please.
Thank you. Your agenda has promised free health care for everybody, free college tuition, and to pay off people's college loans. The price tag for that is estimated to be $60 trillion over 10 years, correct?
Well, look, we have political opponents.
You don't know.
Come up.
You don't know how much your plan costs?
You don't know. Nobody knows. This is impossible.
You're going to
predict.
propose a plan to the American people and you're not going to tell them how much it costs?
Of course I will. You know exactly what health care costs will be.
Can't stand his voice. I'm sorry. Just turn him off. The guy drives me crazy. Learn to speak English, you fruitcake. You grew up in America, except for the time you spent admiring the chandeliers in the Moscow subway system.
He's speaking English. It's just his tone and his cadence that drives me crazy.
There was a great tweet. I forgot to bring this up earlier. Some guy named Bruce Melman. I'm not familiar with who he is. His tweet was, Bloomberg brought a wallet to a knife fight.
Why don't they confront Bernie and say, Bernie, you've been on board here since 1991 in a position of power. Have you ever done anything about the tax codes? You know now he's only against billionaires now that he's a millionaire.
Right.
It used to be millionaires and billionaires that he railed against. Now it's only billionaires because he's
you got to change it up.
He's a millionaire.
Yeah.
You write a book, you could be a millionaire too.
Your Bernie's not very good.
I don't care.
You need more of an underbite.
I know.
Speaking of teeth and jaws.
Even Bernie had better teeth than Bloomberg. Look what it's done to me.
I know.
Suddenly
you're all...
Look what politics has done to me. I've been reduced to looking at their teeth.
Why? Analyze it. Why is this doing... Because I don't feel the same way. Do you really think that Bernie's going to get the nomination and then win? You can't possibly believe that, Joe.
My great hope for the country is that they will see through this. They will see through this preposterous claim of virtual communism.
So let's say they all finally sober up and Amy gets the nomination.
Yep.
Then can't you say at the very least, if Amy does win, at least it'll be tolerable?
Of course I can say that because you're right. It will be tolerable.
But she doesn't.
An interesting race.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a chance against Trump either.
But
I think she has more of a chance against Trump than the other candidates. Because I think she's clever enough not to fall for his BS. She's not going to take the bait. I don't think she'll take the bait. Bloomberg's already taking it. Warren and Sanders are already taking it. He doesn't even have a nickname for Klobuchar. Right?
No.
Sleepy.
He's
got one for Biden, Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
He's got one for Bloomberg, Mini Mike. I don't know what he's calling Sanders and Warren.
Well, Warren, of course, Pocahontas.
She was
Pocahontas.
I don't know if he's going to continue that or not.
I don't know what he's calling Bernie. I have no idea what he's calling Bernie. But no, when I was referring to the teeth, it's that I've sunk to the reality TV aspect of politics. I've sunk to the horrible idea that it's come to this. It's come to this.
Well, we do have a president who may have hosted a reality show at one time.
I'm aware of that, and
whatever. You go right ahead, John.
But I mean, even if you're not a Trump supporter, if you're conservative, you've got to believe that if these numbskulls nominate Bernie, it's going to be a landslide Trump victory.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't think any candidate, because I disagree with Amy, I think they all don't stand a chance. Not one of them does.
I think Amy stands a chance.
Yeah, I think Joe's right.
I think she stands a chance.
Okay.
At least more so than the rest of them.
If we only could disabuse Amy of the Green New Deal. Because that's my only mark against her.
But I think she only says that to follow the company line.
Well, then she's got to get more honest with me than that.
She seems to be more pragmatic, and she's asking where the funding is going to come from all of this. Mm-hmm. And I could see her supporting it like all politicians always do before an election. They'll support anything. And then she'll get into office and say, wait a minute, this will financially cripple us. We can't do this. And she'll blame other reasons for not proceeding with it.
Depending on the street where you live, it certainly would not be true of the street where I live. You could probably drive a Bentelli e-bike, pedal a Bentelli e-bike this weekend. It's going to hit the 40s. Get out to EcoFun Motorsports in Forest Lake because right now, through Feb 29, the lowest prices of the year on all Bentelli e-bikes. A year-end clearance sale now through Saturday, Feb 29. The lowest prices of the year on all Bentelli e-bikes. I've been getting emails. I got one from a guy in Phoenix who wishes they had an EcoFun Motorsports out his way because he just bought a fat-tired e-bike. These are extraordinary e-bikes. I have to get another one because mine was taken from me.
It was lifted.
By the kid of a kid I used to have who then went down to Chicago and put about 1,000 miles on it.
Did you see this post on Instagram from EcoFun? It was an honor to have the Bentelli crew fly in to present us with the #1 dealer award along with the Dealer of the Year for 2019. That could not have been possible without our awesome customers, our friends at the Garage Logic podcast, and the great crew that strives for an awesome customer experience every time. Thank you all. We look forward to a great 2020.
That's fantastic.
Do yourself a favor and beat the rush. You don't have to wait till it's 75 degrees. Depending on the street where you live, you could ride a Bentelli e-bike this weekend. Get to EcoFun Motorsports in downtown Forest Lake. Tim will take care of you. Tim Bloom runs a great store. And they also have gas stuff. Don't worry. You know, ATVs, Yamaha motorcycles, side-by-side, snowmobiles, whatever. But right now, through Feb 29, a year-end clearance sale, the lowest prices of the year on all Bentelli e-bikes.
Positive Thursday is sponsored by Schoonover Body Works and Glass in Shoreview, and they are our one-stop family-owned third-generation body shop. And Mr. Positive himself, Mike Schoonover, is on the line. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Kenny. Happy Positive Thursday.
Yeah, okay, if you insist. Mike, I want you to confirm what I'm about to tell the GLers, Schoonover Body Works and Glass. You guys also do general repairs, and I'm bringing it up because I thought about you guys this week when I realized I'm probably going to need an alignment on my truck this spring after pothole season is over. Mike, you guys do have an alignment rack, right?
We sure do, Kenny.
Oh,
absolutely.
Good.
As a matter of fact, we do a lot of alignment. We do a lot of suspension and steering work, and actually we do it. I just had a friend come in this week who needed some work, and he went to one of the national chains, and we were able to save him about $125 on his work. So
nice.
It worked out well.
Well, that's very positive. Now, should I schedule an appointment now, or should I just let the damage pile up on my front end and bring it in after the season is over? How do you want to do
whatever
that?
you prefer.
Yeah,
whatever you want to do. So just beat the heck out of your truck.
You know why, Mike? Because the customer is always right.
That's absolutely right.
That's positive, Mr. Mike. And I've got another one. The bodywork repairs at Schoonover Body Works and Glass, they're guaranteed for as long as you own the vehicle. That's a huge positive. In business for over 80 years and consistently rated as one of the #1 body shops here in the metro. You have a choice. Our choice at Garage Logic, they're located in Shoreview, County E in Lexington, Schoonover Body Works and Glass. Reavers, hit a button, any button.
Latte Schmate. Here's Joe Soucheray.
Here's Chris Reavers for 30 Bales Restaurant in downtown Hopkins. Folks, I'm telling you right now, it's your spot for happy hour. It's your spot for lunch, dinner, but also their brunch on the weekends. Check this out. I got a text from Todd this morning. It says, good morning, Chris. Tell the GLers our catch of the day is seafood jambalaya. Rook, you're going to have to help me. Saffron Creole rice. Did I pronounce that
Creole.
correct? Creole rice. Andouille sausage with with shrimp, scallops, and green beans.
Oh, I'm there.
We had a great Valentine's Day weekend. Once again, thank you so much to all the GLers that stopped by and said hi. That is so awesome to hear.